Hi friends, today's topic is work process. To understand this concept in SAP, so we need to know what is process. So in SAP, we do have different types of work process. So first we need to know what is process. So to understand this work process, so I am going to see here, observe here clearly. So process, how many processes are running right now? Application, the current running applications. Logon pad is running, like SSH template is running, task manager. So these three applications are currently running in the Windows machine. So when it comes to background work process, background process are running 33. So and let's go down. See here, Windows processes. Windows process are about to see here. We can see 80 processor running. So to run this operating system in the back end and as well as the some work process are running. So back end some process are running. So Windows OS related applications are some process are running. So every processor is its own process IDs. Those are different things. So we do have some services. So if you see here, every service is related to its own service. So likewise, here also if you see here, this is the performance. Performance is nothing but performance depending upon your CPU, memory, this CPU memory and memory size. Like if you see here, like the 32 GB is memory, that is a RAM memory. If you see here, CPU speed is like this 2.10 gigahertz, and also we do have hard disk space. Like we do have right now, we are calling it as SSD devices we are having in laptops. So if you see here, coming to details, so many .exe files are executing. So to run one application, so many .exe files, so many services backend it is going to be run, and as well as if you want to stop any process, like if you see here, the status is like this: some are running, some are stopped. So the group, which group it is, like local service, domain lands, different services it is having. Like this, the process ID, the PID. This is the process ID for each application. So these processor, how many processors are running? This depending on this CPU and as well as the memory. And if you want to increase the processes, you need to increase the CPU and as well as the memory. Then only we can increase the processes into the system. So we understand that process is nothing but it is a task. It is having some predefined programs to run to complete the task. It is already running. Each process is having one process ID. So it is appropriate work or appropriate task is completing into the Windows server. The same like as we are having it in a SAP. So I'm talking about Windows process. Like see here, the processor like this, and already we have discussed this thing. And next, the process is depending on memory size. So if you want to increase the process, you need to increase the memory. So next, process in Windows. Current running applications are there, background process are there, Windows process are there. So to start the operating system, some processes is running behind. So details, you have .exe files. Services you can find like so many services to run any single application or multiple applications. These services you can start. So the status you can check every service status. So SAP logon.exe is you can available into the Windows server. So if you click Task Manager, you can find this SAP logon.exe. See here, SAP logon.exe is currently running. it is enabled. If you click and disable, like this app is won't work. If you want to click end task, this is going to be close. You want a end process is end. So previously it was there, now it is closed directly. So this is how we are going to work with every process is having different process into the system. So I want to say is like that this process is depending on memory. Whenever you increase the size of memory and CPU, this process is going to be increased. Suddenly, for example, I'm going to take one example. These are the processes are available into the Windows. As of now, we discussed about current, background, Windows, startup, details, services. Likewise, like what happened if the storage is full? So what is the issues we are going to get? Like internal phone storage space is nearly full. Delete or uninstall some applications or data and try again. So if you take any videos, if you take any photos, like you're going to get this message like this. So this is not going to be access to store that image. So and as well as like we can expect the some applications is directly closing if the memory is full, storage is full. Whenever you are updating an application, whenever you're opening an application, if this is storage completely full, your the application is suddenly closed directly automatically. That when you try to open, that it is directly going to be closed. So and as well as when you take the photos, that is not going to be stored into the database. So phone storage. So this will expect it. If the storage is full like this, we are going to get iPhone storage is full. Even not only iPhone, we are going to get in Android also. The storage is full like this. We are going to get message to record any video or any. If you take any photos, also we will get message like this. And as well as when you are updating for a software updates also, the space is not available. The storage is full. So update is update to download update. There is insufficient space to download the update. So these many things we are going to like this is a process, right? So one update is a process. Taking a picture, like it is this is a process. So everything like a update only, one kind of update like that update is going to be stored into the database. So this update is nothing but one of the process. It is reflected onto the database. So that is why when you are going to increase the RAM size, storage, so the process is also increasing. So if you have the space, that you are not going to get the message like this. What is the solution for this? So we need to increase the memory size, or as well as we can purchase the Google Cloud or some cloud storage. Otherwise, we do have one solution called we can increase the memory. We can insert the memory slots into the mobiles. So and as well as we do have coming to laptops or computers, we can have the SSDs into the laptops. So we can insert the latest allowable SSDs. So that is like it should be like a 1 TB or 2 TB something. So based upon your requirement, you are going to increase the SSD size. So whenever you are going to increase size, there is no problem. Like you can run multiple applications without any interference. So as of now, we discussed about work process. So what is work processing SAP? So we do have different work process. It is up to like 7 work process is there into the SAP. Dialog work processes, dialog work process update, enqueue, background, message server, gateway, spool. So when it comes to dialog work process, it is used to it is used to handle the user sessions like majorly. It is going to be handle the user interactions majorly. It is going to be involved. Dialog work process. Update work process is like whenever you are going to change any tables or something, the update work process is going to be involved directly. So without work process, the database is not going to be updated into the system, into the database. So what happened, like the relationship between the update and enqueue will be common. Like whenever you are going to update, so that related object is going to be locked by enqueue work process. So that one person is going to be edit one table. So that should be locked, right? So the second person is not going to be edit same time. So that is why this NQ is going to be it works like a locking mechanism. So whenever the work is completed by update work process, the lock is automatically removed from the NQ work process. So that's how the update and NQ work process is going to be worked. We'll see one by one how it works. And this background work process like for long running jobs, like any report generations, like automatic report generations, like to run some programs, some cleanups. Cleanups is nothing but some house cleaning jobs like that. DB cleanups, something like that. We are going to schedule it in a diagram jobs. And one is message server is there. Like we are not calling it as a message server as a work process, but it is also comes under work process the thing. So work with this message server is mostly used for load balancer purpose. So it is used to handle the in instance communication purpose also it is using. So like a message server is what happened is first the request is comes to the message server, and then message server is as I told you, it is a load balancer. So whenever the user request comes to the message server, as per this load balancer status, like this message server routes the perfect instance. So that into that instance we do have a dispatcher. So the dispatcher is going to be works like a traffic controller. So that dispatcher is going to assign the work to the appropriate dialog work process. So this is the theory. And about gateway work process, use it to connect the third party external systems. We are going to use this gateway work process like RFC connections. If we for this you do have RFC connections, TCP/IP, TCP/IO, like HTTP, like this we do have for gateway work process. And spool work process. Spool is nothing but a printers. So whenever you are going to configure new printers into the system, so these work process is responsible for printing the request. So these are the available work process into the SAP. See here, this is SAP system. Like we do have different types of work process. We are already discussed. So see here. So the dialog work process, we do have 10 out of 9 is free. Total is 10. 9 is free. And if you see here, update work process 1 is there. And background work process 6 out of 6 free. Spool work process 1 out of 1. Update task. So this is free. We are we given like one more update work process per one work process is totally free. See here, like these are the dialog work process. Dialog work process up to 9 we have dialog work process 0 to 9. That means 10 dialog work process having into the system. And as well as update 1, update 2. 2 update work process is there. And if you see here, BTC is nothing but batch jobs we are calling. Batch jobs are nothing but background jobs only. See here, one more there, like one more work process is there, spool work process. So remaining when it comes to NQ and message server comes into the it comes with like background. We are not going to see in the GUI. These are about the work process. Like we can check the work process status, which one is running, which one is waiting. Like this, we are going to see. This is about work process, and we'll see one by one work process in detail in coming sessions. Thank you.